Welcome back to Tea Drinkers FC. We're just going to get right into the action again against Big Morecambe. We're sitting third, they're sitting 20th. That's why we've put a bit of a new team in, a bit of a chance to get some players that haven't normally played in the lineup, like Big Lambert, Gashy's getting on, Davies, Big Johnson. Weird way to say that, but you know, you know what I mean, and Big Gale as well. But yeah, let's just get into this game. We should hopefully be a free win for us, but we have our superstars on the bench just in case it gets a bit hairy. We start off this game with Morecambe on the attack. Got turned beautifully there, may I add. And then they're in us. You can see the defenses everywhere. They're in attacking position. He spotted the gap. We have no pace. And what a shot in the bottom corner. Fair play to them. They put us on the back foot straight away. Lucky for us though, we try to build a wee attack here. The new kind of team building, Big Giles, Big Davies coming in, and then we're going to find the main man himself, Perisic. We've got no stamina left, but he's still going to finish that off because he is the GOAT of this team right now, the absolute GOAT. We come back to Big Morecambe attack, and we luckily get a good tackle in here. Gashy proving why he should maybe be starting over our boy Smith. But again, you know, what a ball. What a ball. And Aladdin finishes it. We always just seem to pull something out of nowhere, you know, like we'll tackle and we just counter attack. We're almost like the Leicester of this career mode. But what another wee kind of bit of play down the right hand side. Gale coming on. Stinky pass, but what a tackle from Davies. Bro was wanting that. He was hungry. He's again someone that's just brought on, and bang. He takes his opportunity. He doesn't play much, but when he does, he shows us that maybe we're missing out, and he could be possibly on the team for a bit more minutes, a bit more time. We bring it back here. Big Morecambe on the attack. A nice bit of play. Again, they just have a bit of height and pace about them, and my defense is all over the place. And look, the second they can get around and take the shot, horrible. Fofana saves again. Unfortunately, not the third time. They got the third goal, or the second goal for them, and it's just, oh, it's so frustrating because it's like the saved again. It's like, does he get back up? Unfortunately not. We do a wee sub. We doing Big Gashy off for Smith, just to bring a bit of pace, stamina back into the team. Here we go again, Morecambe attacking. It's just this pace they have, and the defence just seems to be lacking. And luckily for us, that's not a pen, and it goes wide. We join Morecambe on the attack again. What a pass that is, by the way. I don't think we understand. This is AI, and again, that's a lovely pass. Like they were turning it on, and then yeah, space just in between the centre backs allowed for them to get a shot off. But Fofana has saved us again. We then decide to do some sub. Roberts, who's not had a chance, is going to come on. Replace Perisic, and Nagy's going to go left mid, and then we're going to bring on our boy Jackson to hopefully seal the win off for us. We now join Morecambe on the last bit of attack. It's the 89th minute, moving into the 90s. We need to just hold up the defence, hoping the big boys can do a lot. Got a bit unlucky with the attack there. A naughty back heel comes to Morecambe, and unfortunately for us, they get that 90 minute disgusting goal, and unfortunately this is how the game ends. We end with a 3-3 draw, which is a good result. It's a draw, but obviously playing against 20th, we want a better result from that. But hey, we move on to the next game and hopefully get a win. As much as that last game wasn't the best result for us, it did actually move us up to second, so we can take a win from a draw, if that makes sense. But that just means we're only 2 points behind Notts with 3 games in hand. It is crazy. And Colchester are, again, they're just behind us, but they've got 2 games in hand as well, so we're honestly in the best position possible. It will be hard for us not to get promoted, I'll be honest, but we just don't want to get complacent because Morecambe 20th giving us a hard game is pretty surprising, especially when we brought on some of the good boys. But at least right now, the team is fully fit. We've had 6 days off to process, to relax. We're now playing against big Wimbledon, who are sitting 13th, so it should be a fairly easy game. We're still using Gale. Brown is back from injury, but he's still like on that 50-50 mark, where if we play him, it could be worse. So we'll leave him on the bench just in case we need to bring him on. The main thing that's happened is we've just brought big Aladdin on for, is it Cortazar or what? You know what I mean. I don't know his name. That's quite bad for me, but yeah, he'll be playing the striker position alongside our boy Jackson. And yeah, I think this is probably one of our stronger teams. It would just be nice to have Brown in the right mid position, but apart from that, we should be good to go. And I think this will be probably our strongest performance in a while. We start off this game against Wimbledon with us doing a wee bit of a nice passing play, passing it about, doing a wee triangle, big Perisic on the ball, just passing it across goal, and Jackson, oh, he just couldn't get round, which is frustrating for us, but it is what it is. We get the ball, gets the Perisic in space, bang, green time, stinker. Absolute stinker, but we move. I mean, at least we're creating chances. That's the main thing. We're pushing the ball into places it needs to be, and they will go in. That is a naughty touch and pass, and they just seem to get a lot of space suddenly, and yeah, it just goes in the back of the net like that. Wimbledon carved us open from a goal kick as well. A nice bit of pass and play, and the defense again is looking a bit shaky. No one seemed to be in any good positions, but we just got to focus on getting ourselves a goal. Again, we've kind of got a bit of space in the midfield. Perisic makes an unreal run there, centre back pushed up a bit too forward, and we're like, you know what, let's get round and sweat it. Got lucky the pass got through, but with class like Perisic, you just know that that will happen, which is what we need. Moves on to Wimbledon, who somehow got the ball in this position, and bang, whew, we got lucky. Fofana with a great save. Now we have a chance to run up this wing with big Perisic just trying to carry the team on his back. Nice we cut inside. We find Jackson. Gale makes a great run. Green time shot. Good save. Again, not the best shot. It could have been closer to the corner being green time. You always think it might be. Here we have another chance. So Aladdin making a run. Storming down the pitch. Look, we love to see. Whips it into back post. Jackson may not be the tallest person, but what a good header. Good save as well, to be fair. We respect that from the goalie. We now have Morgan, not in his natural position, being a centre mid, but he's steaming down this right hand side. Jackson's in space, and I'll have a fish with that lovely chip, because that was a naughty pass there, and Aladdin just smacks it in the back of the net. 2 goals for him this game, maybe 3 goals for the episode. Bro is flying right now. But yeah, that was a naughty pass, and then good finish. But it's what we expect from these two at this at this chance anyway. What a strike! There's only one way to say it. If there's a goal you want to concede to, you concede to that. That was absolutely disgusting. We'll get a wee replay of it. I mean, I honestly respect that from the manager as well. Oh, maybe we don't. But yeah, that was disgusting. And Wimbledon at the attack again. They want the win. They want this 3-2 win. Sit us down. Get rid of my comments. And they almost got it with that shot. What a shot. Off the post. We got lucky. And thankfully it landed to Giles, our right back. We have a nice chance in the 89th minute, hoping to get ourselves one of these goals. Jackson was in space, went for the spectacular bikey. Possibly a foul in there, but we know FIFA's not going to call that. And the game ends with a 2-2 draw, another draw. But again, it's points on the board, and with all these games in hand, it's quite positive. But now we go on to our game against Colchester, which is massive. We are now going to have a quick look at the league table, because there's been a big change. Big Colchester have somehow risen to the top on 64 points, 2 points ahead of us. Notts haven't moved since we last checked the table, sitting on 63. And Colchester have a game on hand on Notts as well, which is huge for them. Our next game against Colchester is massive. We have to win this. If we win this, we jump them. And if Notts continue this wee streak of not winning or a wee draw, we'd go top. So we'll make this the last game of today because it's such a big game. Brown is, I think, back from injury as well, so he'll be able to play. Gale will drop to the bench, but having Brown back could be massive. Big Aladdin is on international duty, which is frustrating, but it is what it is. But before we get into that game, we'll just quickly look at our kind of manager objectives and ratings. Currently, we're sitting at 89, which to be fair is quite huge. Moderate, I'd say that's a pretty high. Avoid finishing the bottom part. We're currently sitting third. We're loving that. I think we did reach the FA Cup round of 16, so that's huge for us. Sign for players in youth academy. We do have 2 that we're gonna, I think, sign by the end of the season because they're looking great. It'll probably be Donaldson and probably Papas, but we'll have a quick look at them before we jump into Colchester. Again, avoid finishing bottom. Critical, not too bothered. Youth development. We've done 1 objective, which is huge. Brand exposure. Get a 5 straight with leave 1 goal scored. Oh, we're too good. Of course we're going to complete that. And then make a 1,600 profit from youth player sales within 2 seasons. Now, we'll probably do that next season. We don't really want to be selling youth players unless we're fully comfortable that we can get good money. But yeah, we'll quickly have a look at the youth squad. Higgins still is not sitting on the best overall because we know it's going to take time. Again, he'll be one of the best players, but we're gonna have to wait. They're tickling us. They're teasing us for him. Big Papa's sitting on that 48 rating, so he's still got a little bit of a way to go. Because our current players are sitting around 60 overall. So as we can see, he'll hit like 77 or 83. So he has huge potential. It's just the time it takes for him to get there could be the destroying factor. But if he could hit 83, that's enough to play in the Prem. So that's huge for us. Again, it's the potential player 72 to 76 is good overall. But where's our boy? D. Clark, yeah, Duncan Clark, Scottish boy, could be huge. And then we've got Big Ben Donaldson, who's again a player that could be massive as well. They have a high cap of that 80 to 84, but then they could also be 66 and 66, which is obviously not what we want. But looking at the current overalls, like Donaldson's almost ready to jump into the team, and kind of that one position we're lacking on a sub is that left mid, so our left wing, I suppose, because Perisic is good, but Nagy can also go up there, but we just need someone that's consistent, you know. And then kind of these two boys are probably going to be the boys that get sold, I'll be honest. Being Scottish is going to be hard to sell big Kirk Bean, but yeah, it might have to be done because we've got good strikers and they're holding out huge. But yeah, we do have a youth tournament coming up, so they'll get their chance to play. But I think it's time to just jump into this last game. Feel confident. We need a win. It is pretty much the last thing we can do for today. They are going to be a hard team, but I feel that because they're such a good team, the game will be a bit more open because they're not going to be holding back. But yeah, let's just jump into this game. Big Brown, fingers crossed they'll let me play with him at that right mid position. We've also brought Big Davies in because I feel that Corteza not showing the performance I wanted him the last game. I didn't even know he was playing. We've brought Gashi in the centre back position just because he's got this full stamina. We want him to be almost there the entire game, and Smith will probably get swapped for Townsend at probably around maybe the 70th, 60th minute. And yeah, Perisic's looking a bit dead, and so is Jackson, but we just gotta hope they play an incredible first half, so we don't have to worry about anything in the next. But without further ado, let's get into this beautiful game of football. The pressure is on for the team to perform well. We start off from kick-off. Big Brown getting his first touch since injury and plays a phenomenal ball to our boy Jackson, and bang! That is how you impact coming back from injury. What a pass, and it just opens Jackson up for a good finish again. Just like Aladdin, these boys will score with their eye closed. But what a pass. Like their Cyclops, eyes closed. What a pass, what a shot. We love to see it. It's needed as well, just curves it around the goalie. Fantastic. Another wee interception for Davies, who's put in a shift since being this odd guy out. He plays a pass to Brown. Brown has an opportunity, just works his way around. Green time shot. Just goes wide of the post. Again, glad to see him back, and he's showing that he's got that bit of class that we were maybe missing was having Gale on the wing. Big Colchester making a run here. What a lovely pass around the out hand side. Big Gashi makes a dive in, but luckily it's a tame shot. Fofana chucks it wide, does not care. Here we have the ball. Big Giles running up the right hand side. Passes to our boy Brown, who has been the bright spark that we've needed, who finds Jackson. Jackson gets round and takes a magnificent shot, and again, we know it's going to go in no matter what. He is in form. Both two strikers, Aladdin, who's unfortunately on international duty, which we kind of missed, but Jackson does just have that touch, that shot, just the bit of finesse you need, and Brown combining is beautiful. Big Colchester on the attack again. A bit of space for them, which is frustrating. Gashi just trying to mark his man, left a bit of a gap, and bang. Not much Fofana could do. They just opened us up there. Gashi kind of getting drawn out of position because of me, which is not great, and we just kind of had so much space in that back part. Brown has the ball off the rip. What a pass to Big Quinson, and bang. Wasn't a lead, or wasn't a 1 goal lead for long. 2 goals for us in the gap, making ourselves the biggest possible chance of winning this game. Big Colchester on the attack though, out wide. A wee bit of weird play, chips the ball, and what a strike, by the way. He came out of nowhere. I thought it was going to be like a head fight. 2 people going for the ball in the air, but it just falls, and he smacks it. Like, oh! We'll just see it again. Let's just see this. Like, disgusting. I mean, Fofana, again, position nowhere, but it is what it is. Brown picks the ball up the right hand side again, just showing that he is our go-to man right now. Finds our boy Jackson, who plays a beautiful pass, and we need to be scoring them. Quinson got unlucky, maybe needed to put it near post instead of just trying to bend it round the outside, but it is what it is. We're now in the 90th minute. Big Cole's just to get a chance. What a lovely ball. Praying it was offside, but unfortunately he puts it in the back of the net. What a strike. There's not much can be said, to be honest, making it the 3rd draw of today. I went back and checked the replay as well. I wanted there to be something. I wanted to make sure he wasn't offside. But yeah, Big Nagy was playing him on, which is frustrating. And we'll just see. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a great goal. It's a great ball as well. There's nothing we can really do. It felt like it was just meant to happen. But that does mean we draw 3-3 with Big Colchester, meaning 1 point for each of us at the table. That is an unfortunate result. We were wanting to win. We were really praying for the win, and the fact that that is the second 90th minute like draw goal that is going in this episode is heartbreaking. That is three draws this episode, 3 points. There's not much you can do. I mean, as you can see from the screen in front, we are sitting seconds, so it looks like Knots have fully dropped points, which is a stinker from them. An absolute stinker. They must have had a few bad games. But for us, it's just frustrating because like we had all the chances in those games to like win it, and it just takes a last minute beautiful ball to be fair, and it just got us. We'll have a few chats with the players. Big Morgan is happy to be playing again, and we're glad you're back in action, big man. I think Brown, he said, gutted about the result, but thanks for giving me a game. I really feel like the injury's behind me now. Bro, you played great. I don't. His morale seems a bit too happy, so we're trying to keep him on the backside of that. But yeah, it is what it is. We just got to smile and wave. It was a good result. Let's just see what happened with Notts, to be honest. I'm more excited to find out where they're sitting now. Yeah, they've dropped points. We must have better goal difference on them. Port Vale have kind of clawed it back to Notts as well. So is MK Dons. But yeah, that's just a frustrating one. We've got 2 games in hand, so we just need to beat teams in the lower bracket or apparently just get draws. But apart from that, it has been a pleasure, and I'll catch you in the next one. It looks like our next game will be against Big Port Vale as well in the league. Oh no, sorry, is it Brim? Brim? It's like 2 games time for Port Vale. It'll be against where are we? Bromley FC sitting 22nd or 23rd, so that should be a bit of an easier game. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.